Welcome. So today we want to focus on the mask in place functionality that is provided with SDM. So this is often preferable to deleting data from application databases as that can cause issues of referential integrity. So if there was a data subject access request submitted and the right to be forgotten was triggered, it may be easier to mask that data as opposed to deleting that data. Another use case could be that you may want to mask sensitive data in your development or test databases also. So let's look at how this is configured. I have opened up the designer and I now want to view the customer in-place masking cartridge which has been created. This is an in-place masking cartridge. It is linked to the customers to mask data model, which is a very simple data model which simply references the customer table. Now let's move over to the data masking options. Now you will notice that last name and first name have been selected for the columns and they will use a random string for the data masking options. So we then want to move over to SDM and I want to run a data access query. And I want to run the customer list query here. So this will query that customers table. And now take note of customer ID number 3. So that is for Philip McDonald. Let's click into that customer ID and we can run that report for Philip McDonald as we can clearly see here. First name and last name are Philip McDonald. Now I would like to then mask that first name and the last name. So to do that I must run a business flow. So selecting launch on business flow. I have the customer in place mask, which will trigger the in place masking cartridge. In this case, I want to specifically state which user I want to mask. You also can configure this to mask the entire column. However, in this case, I would simply like to mask Philip McDonald. So we'll then click on run. So that will then run in the background. Once this has completed, we can then rerun the data access query and take note of the first name and the last name. And we should see that Philip McDonald has been masked with random characters. So this will take a moment to complete. It is just completed as we can see. Now if I rerun the data access query, again on the customer list query cartridge, so that will run a report on the customers table. And as we can see, the last name and the first name for customer ID number 3 has been masked. And if I click into customer ID number 3, that will give me the full details. And again, this previously was Philip McDonald, and now we can see the last name and the first name have successfully been masked. So again, this may be useful if there was a data subject access request and the right to be forgotten was triggered. You may want to mask a certain individual's details. And again, another use case could be that you may want to mask sensitive data in your development or test databases. Thank you.